Om Sri Sai Ram. Welcome to Sri Sathya Global Council Center of Dallas. Devotees who have seen Swami, had his darshan, sparshan, sambhashan, they know how painful it was April 24th of 2011. But Lord of the Universe, He knows what is His mission and how He plans everything. It all He decides the time, place, and what has to happen. But He didn't leave devotees just like that. He has given a beautiful tool. The tool is very powerful and it is controlled by ourselves. 99% of that, it's in our own control. And it is for everybody. The tool is for everyone, and any continent, any time they can use. And that's how He communicates with us. And that beautiful tool is prayer. And the tool is not just after 2011, even before 2011. That is the most effective tool we can communicate with Swami. Pray, pray, pray. And He heals that. Everybody experienced this. So, for Aradhana day, when we pray to Swami, we always tend to ask one thing or other thing. I think we should start thanking Swami for whatever is given. Just to come today for this darshan, for bhajans, or doing any activity, setting up the altar, or playing harmonium, tabla, singing. Any activity, we should thank Swami on Aradhana, at least on Aradhana day, and we should reflect on that. So today we have a eminent speaker, well known in Sai fraternity, entrepreneur, and most of all, very humble devotee of Swami. He is here to talk about how to do Aradhana for Swami. Without much delay, would like to call Krishna Swami uncle to come and address us.
Om Shri Sai Ram. My loving pranams at the lotus feet of my dearest Swami, my dearest mother, father, friend, enemy, my dearest everything. It is only with His infinite grace, the signal of His infinite grace, that we are all here today. I'm also very grateful, and my humble namaskaram to every one of you. I'm very grateful for all of you actually, through our Center President, to give this opportunity for me, because I'm the one who actually going to benefit, because it makes me think about Swami. So I'm very, very grateful to you for that. Today, our dear brother has given about 25 minutes, plus minus. I hope it's not too much plus. Okay, so bear with me. Because when you travel on a journey of Swami, with Swami, actually time stops. So do please bear with me. But I do have a watch today, so I'll be careful. Okay, and so, every festival, Swami says, is a reminder, is a charter for thinking of Bhagavan. Ideally thinking lovingly of Bhagavan. Today is no exception. So what Bhagavan's command and thoughts that occurred to me today is to share with you what I have learned from his teachings. Is all what I'm going to share with you is my limited understanding, okay, of what Aradhana means, what Aradhana Day means. And so with that, that will be the subject matter. And I will also share with you the teachings from Krishna Avatar and also from Sai Avatar, both the teachings from both avatars today. And so I invite you to travel this journey with me, given all my limitations. But Bhagavan will take care, Swami will take care, always he takes care, and he will speak through me for sure. In Bhagavad Gita, Swami says, Kavim Puranam Anusasitaram Anoraniyamsam Anusmarete Yaha Sarvasya Dharam Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastate. Okay. Kavim Puranam. When I read this in Swami's Gita Vahini, literally tears were coming out of my eyes. Only Swami can describe it with so much authority, so much authority. Kavim Puranam Anusasitaram. Okay. Give you the meaning of it because of time limitation. I won't go into Pada meaning. Basically, the divine effulgence that my mind cannot capture, beyond imagination, beyond thinking, and that is subtler than the subtlest and closest than even an atom. And that self-effulgence is the one that is providing support for everything, most ancient and also ever new, the divine poet. He is writing and the divine poems. Each one of our life is a divine poem written by divine hand. No difference. Yaras anusmarete, who thinks of him, keeps his mind with him and places it there. To him what happens? That's the question, right? So let me share a couple of stories from Swami, because at least to me personally, you cannot find a better teacher. How far is Vaikuntha? Once there was a king and he had all his assemblage and a big scholar comes and describes the Gajendra Moksha. How Bhagavan Srimad Narayana, as soon as the elephant calls, he is immediately in a hurry. He didn't even wear his top portion, the Agavastram, didn't even take leave of his wife and rushes there to help the Gajendra. And everybody was astounded and listening. And the king then asked the question, beautiful. So how far is Vaikuntha? From where did Srimad Narayana come from? And the scholars, pandits, everybody immediately was baffled. How far is Vaikuntha? Nobody could answer. Now there was the servant of the king fanning him from behind. And he said, sir, if you permit me, may I please venture an answer? King said, yes, go ahead. So Vaikuntha is only as far as the cry of the bhakta goes, that's all. As far as the cry of the bhakta can reach, that's all. Now this story was narrated by a mother to a son. Another Swami's Chinnakatha for you. Narayana, care of Vaikuntha. Sir knows. I'm happy. So there was this little boy in studying, primary school, grade 5. No father. Mother, as you know, mother is Matrudevo Bhava. Mother is truly, truly God. And so works hard and brings him up. Can have difficulty making ends meet. But the boy is studious, very smart, very intelligent, does very well at school. So he wants to study further. Now to go to grade 6, he has to pay additional fees, pays fees there. He comes and asks his mother, Amma, can I please, I really want to study, I want to study further. Mother scratches, she looks, there's no way she can find the money for it. And the boy keeps on, I don't want to use the word pestering her, but that's what he was doing because he was very, very keen. And so mother couldn't bear it and she said, gave me the story of where is Vaikuntha story. Okay, go and ask Narayana, he will give you. This is the beauty. Those, all of us, I'm sure, know the Dhruva story. What happens when you listen to the mother, Bhagavan himself comes. There's no difference. That's the power of mother's word if you obey it 100%. And so this boy was brought up well. So he immediately listened to his mother, took a piece of paper and wrote on there to Srimad Narayana, wrote the letter, Swami, this is what I want. I'm so interested in studying, I don't have money, please give me the school fees. And the school fees were due that Monday. And this is already close to the end of this previous week. So he puts it, and Narayana, care of Vaikuntha, and puts it in the postbox. And next day he goes there to see if any mail has come, nothing has come. And so he's getting restless, quite anxious that Sunday comes. And Sunday morning, there was a knock at the door, and mother goes to open. And there was a man standing there, and he asks for this boy's name. Is he in there? He says, yes, immediately he comes. Yes, I'm so and so. I'm the manager of the bank here in this village. And what happened? The postmaster gets this thing, says, Narayana care of Vaikuntha. What will you do if you are the postmaster? You cannot throw it in garbage. Impossible. Okay, you cannot send it to the return sender. There's no return address. So what will you do? So he's scratching this problem, major problem for him. This bank manager happens to be a good friend of him. So they were sitting across, having a cup of tea and saying, this is the problem I have. What to do? And let me see. Bank manager sees this, opens a letter, reads, and then he brings a fees to this boy. So, not only is Vaikuntha as far as the cry of the voice of the bhakta, the devotee goes, but also as far as the mind, even Bhagavan can even hear your mind. And what happened? In my father-in-law's case, I'll share one thing with you. A number of years ago it was. And I happened to send a check to him. Those days it was a fair amount. And he had a responsibility to put a deposit somewhere. And not that it mattered to me, but the point is he had the check. And the next day he was going to go to the bank to deposit it. He rode the auto rickshaw. And when he went there and looks at his pocket, the check was not there. What would you do, Mylapore? Those of you who are familiar with Madras, you know what I'm talking about. Mylapore, that area, huge, lots of traffic. And so he didn't know what to do. Even immediately, his immediate resource is to go to Swami, any problem. The whole day he did not know what to do. Comes back and goes to Sundaram, prays to Swami. And next day morning, as he was having his breakfast that time, again there was a knock on the door. And again, that's a bank manager. Showing up. And he's a manager of that local branch of that particular bank. And he said, this check, this belongs to you. And he was taken aback. And he said, how did you get this check? No, what happened was somebody saw this envelope lying on the road, on one of the Mada streets in that area, and picked it up. And then there was his bank's name on top. So he brought to me and then he gave it to me. So that is how Swami is. So Anoraniyamsam. Not only is subtler than the subtlest, he's just closest than even an atom. Anoraniyamsam. That is how close Bhagavan is. I may have time to share one more anecdote with you, I think, looking at my clock, It happened to me, and a number of years ago, my daughter she had to go, otherwise she would know. And those days I was working in Saudi Arabia, and we had come here after a major startup and all that. I have the two daughters, right? And I land here in Dallas and to my relative's house. And that night, I get a call from the company back in Saudi Arabia. And it said, the president has decided not to renew your contract. I said, why? No reason given. I was absolutely shocked. It's like literally the floor opening from under your feet. Not physically, but there is no life. Two young daughters, no place to go, no plans. What would I do? And later on I learned why it happened, and so let me put it in here, even though I learned it later. Bhagavan truly acts. He is the one who acts through you. He is the one who takes reward, whatever he wants. That's truly 100% true, 100%. Sometimes it has happened to me, I do something, somebody else takes the credit. That is okay. I immediately say, Swami, okay, you acted through this body and take the credit through that body. It doesn't matter to me. But the reverse also happened. My boss did something that was very wrong. And the blame was put on me. I didn't know this. It took me a while to figure it out later. But at that moment, what could I do? Immediately, I called my father-in-law in Puttaparthi. I said, this is what happened. And so please give a letter to Swami. Okay. And then that's early morning there. And then my father-in-law calls back and says, Swami took the letter. Swami taking the letter means a big deal. That means he knows. He already knows. He doesn't have to know. Swami says, as soon as write it on a piece of paper, I know. Because he's checking to see. Swami himself has said, whether I am putting what is in my mind truthfully. Okay, that truth, Sathya is very important. Then Swami knows. Okay? So, but he takes the letter to acknowledge, to tell me, hey, I know, that's all it is. But even then, this monkey mind, right, goes through all agitation. But what happened in the 24 hours, that night, 10 o'clock or whenever it happened, to next day, 10 o'clock, was unbelievable. Because I was thinking and focused only on Swami. And this is what I told my brother also. The picture he has put in that flyer is exactly the picture I was praying to. It was actually in my heart, in my mind, that I was climbing upstairs, coming down, doesn't matter. And I was thinking only of Swami. And next day, 10 o'clock, I get a call. And the president himself was speaking to me. This time, sir, the president wants to speak to you, secretary, sir, okay. And he said, oh, Mr. Krishna Swami, forget what happened yesterday. I said, this is now involved a Saudi government. You're talking of the royal family and people like that getting involved. Okay, this is what happened over there. And this is again Anorani Yamsam. Swami hears the prayer, not only Gajendra's prayer, for even the call of an ant, Bhagavan can hear. That Bhagavan, when I heard, in California I was there, and for all places, I remember that moment, came out of a restaurant after dinner, okay, and get the news that Swami has taken a heart attack. And immediate my reaction was one of stillness, numbness. And then, of course, if several things happened, as you all know, without going into details, this happened in March, not in April. April 24th, we celebrated Aradhana, there's a reason for it. But actually, Swami had the heart attack in March. Sathya, right? If I remember his name. He had also mentioned this 2 days before Swami left the body. Now, so this happened, and then all other things went to hospital, and we skip all that. And I was also told not to come to Puttaparthi. My principal himself said, don't come here right now. Okay. And that's fine, because I was not really keen on going also. But then later on, this monkey mind again, I have to understand. Swami said, don't try to understand me. Repeatedly, experience me, okay? But this monkey mind is there. Swami, why? Because Swami has said that this body will be there till 96 years old. We all know that. And then, but it is not 96, it's only 84. This is monkey mind. Even though Swami has told us this story, which all of you I'm sure know, that Arjuna and Krishna, right? They were walking along, and Krishna says, look at the pair of sparrows there. And Arjuna says, oh, beautiful sparrows, Krishna. No, who said it's sparrows? It's parrots. Yeah, beautiful parrots. Who said it's parrots? It is actually eagles or whatever. Yes, beautiful. Yeah, are you a fool? What is it? You are agreeing with everything I said. Swami, listen. You want that to be a sparrow? It can be a sparrow. You want it to be a parrot? It can be a sparrow. Simple. Even though I know that story, and Swami, whatever he says is the truth. Truth is not something else. This monkey mind has to accept it. It did not. So I was sitting there in this room in Shastri and with my father-in-law in my own intelligent, smart way. I said, how come? Swami said 96 and it's only 84 and all whichever way you look at it, no, but what is that, Then, but see, there's not only one calendar. Swami himself has said there are several calendars. Good. So what other calendar can be? Because I'm looking at it, my calendar. It doesn't make sense. So what other calendar can it be? I said, okay, let's take the lunar calendar, moon calendar, 27 days. Because that's also a year. And believe it or not, I did that on a piece of paper. I took the day, started the day from Swami himself said, like in this, I think it was 1979 birthday discourse, or it could be one of the later discourses also, whatever it was, where Swami himself said this body is so many years old. Okay? So I took that as an authentication. From there I calculated exactly 96. Exactly the 96th day, that particular day, Swami has had the heart attack. Okay, that in our calculation it is March. I'm just giving you for information, that's all, not very important. But then the body remained till April 24. Why? This is the compassion of our Swami. You wouldn't believe, even no human can think like this. Just imagine if Swami had left the body then without giving a chance to all the others to attend to it, to serve, to do the best that they can, to revive him. We are going to revive him. That's another joke. But if he gives us the opportunity to do that, the body stayed. If the machines do, let you do whatever you want. But Bhagavan has decided Avataram has come and gone. Then Swami says, in this, as my brother said, Aradhana is worship. We're coming to that in a minute. Swami said in the 1979 birthday discourse, that actually came to me, so I'm sharing it with you. Swami's command to share it. He says, this body is not made of Panchabhuta. Okay, it has no birth, no death, no beginning, no end. It's always there, always there. Sanatanaha, Nityaha, Ajaha, no birth. The Swami says beautifully in that discourse, the eternal that has no beginning, no end. I'm telling 79, so it must have been translated by Kasturi sir, okay? 79. So, Kasturi sir's translations of like Swami speaking to you, right? And so the eternal that has no entrance, no exit, is the way Kasturi sir says. No birth, no beginning, no end. And the one that never was, never is, never will be. The one that never was, never is, never will be. And immortal, that has no birth or death. The self-effulgent Atma, forever, that is Swami. That is Swami. Okay? So, yes, we are, and Swami said, in this Kali Yugam, the same discourse, how blessed you are to interact with this one, that eternal is the Paramatma, whatever we call it, right? To interact with it, to touch it, to talk to it, right? How blessed you are, he says. So that Bhagavan, that Swami, is the closest to us. Really, there is no distance at all. Absolutely no distance at all. Not even zero. Zeroism doesn't exist because it's the same as me. Then the next question comes. And this, I think, is the teaching for me from the Aradhana day, which I'm going to share with you. Swami, yes, where are you? Vaikuntham, Anoranyamsam, all this is fine. Where are you? Now, for Bhagavan beautifully says, okay, Sarvata Panipadam, Sarvata Tirokshi Mukham, Sarvata Srutimal Loke, Sarvam Avritya Tishtati. I'll repeat the sloka once more from the Gita and give you the meaning in good English. Okay, then we can relate to it. Sarvata Panipadam, Sarvata Sirokshimukam, Sarvata Srutimal Loke, Sarvam Avritya Tishtati. Loke, in this world where I am living, which I can relate to, I cannot relate to Vaikuntham. Okay? And Bhagavan's physical form is not there, but he has given an important teaching, which I must follow to the best of my ability. It doesn't matter if I fail, it's okay, but I must follow. And what is the teaching that I want to share with you? That my teaching. Each one receives customized teaching from Swami, okay? So I'm telling you what my teaching is from what I understand from him. So in this world, this Bhagavan, this same Swami, same Sri Sathya Sai Baba, exists, firmly exists, tishtati, wearing infinite hands, infinite legs, infinite heads, infinite eyes, infinite mouth, and infinite ears. Everywhere you see, that is me only. Now, to look for that divinity in him, the same divinity, same Swami in me, which is nothing but, if we say mathematically, okay, is equal to love. That is all. Nothing more than nothing more, nothing less. And this love that is within me, which I know, I experience it, anubhavam, personal. Same love is everybody that I see. This is the teaching. Therefore, what I must do? Swami, why am I born? First question. Not to get moksha, that is Bhagavan's job, not mine. What is my job? Don't confuse mine with Swami's job. He has a responsibility, he will take care. So long as I do my job that he has given me, my job, as Swami clearly says in his letter to students, Swami students, which is where I learned from. And I tell Swami, I am also your student, Swami. And Swami has blessed me with that, being part of that most sacred institution. You don't know how blessed we are to be in that institution. And he says very simply, you're born to spread love. That is all. That's all your job is. Okay, to spread love, love, love. How do I do that? When I see a need, when my heart to heart, I see a need, that whatever the need may be, immediately Swami says very clearly, my mind with its intelligence might work out a plan to fulfill that need. My hands must go and act. And the act I do is the worship. Must do it as worship to Swami. And every act I do like that is the flower that I offer to Swami. That is the archana I must do in Aradhana. The act of service. Now when I serve, I do it with love. The more I do, the more spreading love I do, which is the commandment from Swami. Now, there is a beautiful but immediate, priceless treasure in this Aradhana. What happens? Which each one of you know personally what I am saying is to be the truth. Aradhana is not only offering the flower of service, flower of love, then spreading love, fulfilling somebody else's need. Not I am doing it. Like the way a plant gives me carbon dioxide, I give it oxygen, I give it carbon dioxide. But it should happen like that, parasparam. That act is a flower to Swami. Love, Aradhana, well, immediately, simultaneously, another thing takes place, which is the real Aradhana. A means come. Come. Va is what? Rit. In Aradhana, the Rit, the Mula Sabdam means bliss, happiness. So when I serve, who's happy? I am happy. Aradhana, Bhagavan immediately gives me the bliss. That is what I learned from my dearest Swami. Are you all happy? Okay. Om Shri Sai Ram Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Sir, Uncle, thank you so much for sharing wonderful experience as well as Swami's message for Aradhana. Just want to add two more things. Like as Uncle said, Swami is very close. He is very, very close. Like we don't have to think he is in Vaikuntha or something. So when we recently went to Puttaparthi, spoke with my friend Ravi, and we asked the same question. You all Swami comes to Super Special Hospital, giving darshan to you, all the staffs and also patients and everything. How do you feel like you miss Swami? He said, yes, I don't ask that. That's a difficult thing. But other than the physical proximity, there is nothing has changed. If you see Super Specialty Hospital, they have in-house doctors, they have 7 departments, cardiology, nephrology, so many things are there, urology. So usually when patients comes, they do a triage, depends on the emergency level, they are scheduled for the treatment. And sometimes the in-house doctors not be enough, they have a scheduled volunteers throughout the world, they go to Puttaparthi and serve in the hospitals. And sometimes there is emergencies there and they are returning doctor. So the director of the hospital, he writes a letter, just like Uncle said. He writes the letter, goes to Swami's room in the hospital, plays at his lotus feet, pray to him. Even before he comes to his room, he will get email or a message saying that some doctor is coming. Just right at the time, right like a urology specialist or nephrology, just exactly what is required. And this is not just once or twice, it happens very regularly. So for them, prayer is like a normal thing. Like any time requirement is there, they are not worried. All they need is, okay, write a letter, go and place it to Swami's feet. And second thing, like Uncle said, Swami decides what he is and how we want. We know last few years, he has been in wheelchair after he had fracture. And many times he also said that I will start walking also. So once one of the doctor who in fact treated Swami for that Spain, this thing, he came back after so many years to Delhi for some conference. So all the devotees who are physically worried about Swami, they requested Swami, can we meet the doctor to check you? Because still he was in wheelchair. And with so much compulsion, then Swami said, okay, you guys wanted, do it. He wasn't very happy, but at the same time, okay, you guys wanted, do it. So the doctor came. He is world famous. He was the one who did the treatment with Swami also. He came and Swami allowed him to do test. Complete test it was done. He said, he came out and said, Swami can walk. He does not have anything. He doesn't need to be in the wheelchair. This is truth. But he decided to be in wheelchair. It is not that he cannot walk or not. This thing. And only he knows why he has decided. Thank you so much. Saram.
साई माँ, ओ साई माँ, ओ साई माँ, ओ साई माँ। हम बच्चों की सारी माँ, हम बच्चों की प्यारी माँ, प्यारी माँ, साई माँ, प्यारी माँ, साई माँ, प्यारी माँ, प्यारी माँ, साई माँ, साई माँ, प्यारी माँ, प्यारी माँ, साई माँ, साई माँ। ओ साई माँ, ओ साई माँ, ओ साई माँ, ओ साई माँ। तेरे प्यार में हम पलते हैं, फूलों जैसे हम खिलते हैं। तेरे प्यार में हम पलते हैं, फूलों जैसे हम खिलते हैं। जब भी माँ तेरी याद सताए, रो रो के
Hare
Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. मोहब्बत की कमी दिल में अगर एहसास होता है, जरा जागो तो पाओगे कि साई पास होता है। ओ कि दुनिया खूबसूरत लगती है, वरना आदमी को आदमी क्या राज होता है। साई बिन राम जाए से देखा तुझको साई मेरे, दर्श के प्यासे ना साई सहजे कब तो साई में सकता से नैना साज सवे सहजे कब तो साई में सकता से नैना साज सवे हम जाने तुझके हमसे मिलते तू जिंदगी सौंपते चरणों से तेरे यूं जिंदगी सौंपते चरणों में तेरे यूं जिंदगी सौंपते चरणों में तेरे यूं मन मंदिर से जाओ न सारे मंदिर से जाओ न सारे चैन नामे मोहे चैन आए मोहे चैन आए साई बिगड़ा न जाए तू मेरा दिल मेरी धड़कन तू ही है मंजूर तू ही है मंजूर तू ही है मंजूर मेरा जीवन तेरा मेरी सब सांसें मेरी सब सांसें तुझ पे कुर्बान जीवन तुझ पे कुर्बान हो जीवन अब तमन्ना है अब तमन्ना है बस तमन्ना है तुझ पे कुर्बान हो जीवन अब तमन्ना है बस तमन्ना है बस तमन्ना है साई बिन रहा न जाए 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 चैन आए मोहे चैन आए मोहे चैन आए साई बिन रहा न जाए साई बिन रहा न जाए साई बिन रहा न जाए Subramanyam
Thought for the day. Man should not seek from God, nor desire, nor pray for some petty trifles. More precious and desirable than anything else is God's love. If you wish to ask for anything from God, pray to Him thus, O Lord, let me have you alone. Once you have secured the Lord, you can get anything you want. That is why Mira sang, I have obtained the wealth of gem of divine love. When you can have the divine love, to create anything else is like asking for coffee powder from the Kalpataru, wish-fulfilling tree. What you have to seek from God is God Himself and not any small and worthless benefits. Even while praying to God for His grace, you should not indulge in extravagant praise and flattery to win His approbation and seek His favors. Such praise for securing favors has a commercial thing. Even the favors received through such praise are not proper at all. It is because rishis and yogis in the past have resorted to such praise that they had to perform penance for hundreds of years to get a vision of the Lord. Siren.
Sri Sairam. For Ishwaramati, we have secured the location. It will be Siddhi Baba Temple in Plano Parkway. Program will be from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, starting with Balavika students doing the presentation, script. And then we have a guest speaker, eminent speaker, Srimati Geeta Ram. She'll be sharing some of her experiences to all of us. Everybody please come with family and friends and be in the audience speaking. Thank you, sir.
Saya magko. I'm good. How are you? We're doing narration before and then a music.
How's gold going?